Hey everyone, welcome to Pixel Pathfinder, where we're on a journey to find the best indie games. We're also on the road to 250 subscribers, so if you're new here, smash that subscribe button for more great indie games videos here on the channel. If you're not new, thanks for coming back by to check out another video. Today we have something pretty special. We're checking out the first ever Kickstarter promo here on the channel. We're taking a look at a game called Wastenauts. And I want to kick things off by saying that I'm a little bit upset, okay? I wanted to make the Wastenauts joke, and I booted up the game just to see that this is literally the Wastenauts build. But, you know, it's a dad joke level obvious pun, so I can't be that mad that they got to it first, right? They're the developers of the game, so... the developers did reach out to me here on the channel and asked me if I wanted to promote their game. I thought this was really cool and the first opportunity I've gotten to do something like that here on this channel, and the game in general is just kind of right up my alley. Wastenauts is a cooperative dungeon crawling game, kind of like a co-op Slay the Spire, but it also takes inspiration from some other tabletop games like Sentinels of the Multiverse and Marvel Legendary. All games that I have played and enjoyed to some degree. And they are getting ready to go into their Kickstarter on March 23rd, 2021. So they invited me to test out the game, check it out, and, put up a video here and encourage you guys to all check out the Kickstarter once that starts. I took a look at the trailer and I think, based on what I saw, it's probably going to be worth checking out the Kickstarter, but we're going to jump in and check out the gameplay itself. Now, one additional point of clarification before we get started. This game is intended to be like a cooperative dungeon crawling game where you could play with up to 3 of your friends as you explore the dungeon here. For this particular video, I'm going to be checking out the game solo, which should be able to showcase most of the gameplay features and everything. You can play solo or with just 2 people or 3 people. So just to be clear, I'm playing the solo version, but this is definitely designed to be played with your friends. And I know some friends of mine who definitely will want to get in and check this kind of a game out and probably play through a full campaign with me as well. So we're going to jump in and see what it's all about. I can't adjust the volume out here, so we'll do that once we get in. Now the build I'm playing is a early access style build. So it's got quite a bit going on with it though. It's got 5 characters, 2 levels, over 100 cards. There's going to be a lot of temporary art and that kind of stuff, but that's what the Kickstarter is for. So keep all that stuff in mind. Let's jump in and check this out. I'm pretty excited about it. Humanity seeks refuge in city ships in the stratosphere, but Jack needs to go back down. Let's play already. Okay. So first off, let's get in here in the menu. There's no options. Okay, I cannot juice up the volume. Let's see. I'll do the best I can. So we can make a couple adjustments here. All right, that's probably the best that I can do for now. Like I said, early access. All right, time to explore. Each area we explore is represented by a deck. To see what's out there, draw a card from the deck. Okay, so we're going to click on this. Scrap, machine leftovers and body parts. Andrea can work wonders with this junk. Better hang on to it. Or Andrea, I don't know. Okay, so scrap, gain 50 scrap when you return to camp. Okay, so this is like a resource we can just collect, and I'm assuming, if we make it through what we need to make it through, then when we go back to camp, we just collect a lot of resources, and maybe we get to upgrade the camp or buy cards or something like that. All right, resource cards like scrap go to your hand when you draw them. Let's keep exploring to try and find Andrea? I'm going to say Andrea. No, Andrea. I don't know. Andy. All right, so we got more scrap. Okay, I'm spent for the day and still no sign of the kid. We don't have much longer out here before our pickup. During exploration, we only have a certain number of draws for the day. When this reaches 0, nothing to do but head back to camp. Click the intern button to end the exploration phase and head to camp. Okay, so we got our scrap. So Andrea may be able to work wonders with this scrap, but not me. Let's see what we got here. Need something that will help me stay out later to look for the kid. Okay, scrap can be used to craft gear at camp. Click the gear button just above my head to see what we can make. Okay, here we go. A blueprint for some treads. These will help me stay out longer during the day, and it looks like I've got just enough scrap to make them. Okay. So we just click on it, and we craft. So that changed our stat here to 3. Excellent. Gear can give me a leg up out here surface side. Plus, it's always automatically equipped, so no need to do anything else except close out the menu. I've got 2 stats that matter here, combat and speed. Both of them are on my portrait on the left. Combat represents my strength fighting robots, monsters, scavs, and other friendly faces around here. And speed determines how many cards I can draw in a day, along with my speed in combat. Looks like it got a boost from those treads I just crafted. Okay, time to go. Click the start day button and we'll break camp. That kid better be around here somewhere. Alright. About time I dug you out of the sand. You seen the others? Nah, Lena's chasing scavs halfway across the Mojave. Buster, well, Buster isn't going to be seen until he wants. You know him. So it's up to me to play babysitter. Great. Get on back to camp. I'll keep looking. Okay. Ooh, a bot. Good. I was itching for a fight. Whenever a monster card is drawn from the deck, combat starts immediately. To attack in combat, I'll roll dice equal to my combat and deal the total amount in damage. Play the attack card from my hand on the scrapper and let's keep exploring. Okay, so roll your combat and deal that much damage to the target. Target has 2 health, 1 speed, and injure. I don't know what injure is. I'm assuming we'll figure out in the tutorial. Alright, we did 3 damage. It's kind of a funny animation. That was almost too easy. Well, never good to show up empty-handed. I'll bring this lifeless heap of machine back for Andrea to play with. She'll like that. Alright, there goes that temp art. Good old standard issue, barely gets you high, med goop. Better keep this thing handy. Finding gear in the deck can sometimes add a card to my hand. If anyone's ever in need of healing, I can play Dispense Med Goop for a quick pick them up. I'm out of card draw, and still no sign of the others. I should head back to camp and catch up with Andrea. What's that you're hauling? Can I break it? Knock yourself out, kid. Each of us has our own hand of cards. You can see whose hand is currently displayed right underneath. Swap from my hand to Jack's by clicking on his portrait. I want that scrapper. Drag it over to my portrait to trade it to me. Okay. Kind of standard stuff. You can trade cards at camp. Just remember, trading is something we can only do at camp or if we're out exploring together. Now switch to my hand. These things are filled to the brim with good parts. You just got to know where to break them. Open up the gear menu again and I'll show you how. On the left of this screen is my patented Bust 'em Up panel. Any scrap monster, or mechanical monster, not sure, can be smashed up for parts in this thing. Drop the scrapper right in there. Alright. Oh, okay. And out pops a grenade. No 2 robots are alike, so you never know what you're going to get from them. Make sure to scrap them all. Let's close out the menu. How the hell are we going to find the others? Well, I could make a friend to help, but I'll need some things skyside. Works for me. Skylight's blinking, so the Havilah should be here in the morning. Yeah, but the skylight also attracts nasties. We better be ready for any would-be stowaways looking to make it skyside. We're heading home today. Press the ominous-looking boss button below. Ah, crap. These guys are trying to use the skylight. Only one way home, kid. At least we got the drop on them. In combat, we take turns in order of our speed. Guess who's the fastest? Go on, guess. It's me. You can take a look at the tracker at the top of the screen to keep tabs on the order of combat. Let's knock these suckers out. Play my attack card. Okay, so we've got 10 health here, and they are super slow, but this is a super scav party, level 1. All right, so we're gonna roll our attack. She only has 1. Man, okay. I'm assuming we're gonna play this grenade. Okay, she's got a different animation. That's cool. Not quite enough, kid. Let me show you how it's done. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack. Ah, no. I'm not dying like this. So it looks like it just took off like 1 health point, but it kind of looks like a little bit of his health came off too. It's barely a scratch. You'll be okay. Everything's going black, Jack. Ha! Blackjack. Yeah, you seem fine. When baddies attack, they injure us. Each character can only take so many injuries before they're KO'd. If we're all KO'd, it's game over. Additionally, each injury gives us penalties. Look, my speed has been cut in half. I was saving this med goop for a rainy day, but I'm feeling generous. Prepare for dispensal. Prepare to be healed. The penalty to Andrea's speed means that I'm the fastest now, so I go first this round. Let's see if we can get her back up to speed. Dispense a med goop on her portrait to the left. Dispense med goop has the keyword exhaust. This means that I can't use it again without resting at camp first. Andrea's all healed up, but her turn order won't reset until the next combat round. She'll be fine. Nothing else to do but attack these scavs. Okay, so the key there is we healed her up. Her turn order won't reset. Okay, got it. So next turn, she'll be the fastest again. That makes sense. All right, so let's attack. Now it's interesting. It looks like we can just play whatever cards we have in our hand here, and it's not like 1 card per turn. Because we were able to do the med goop, and now we can also attack. Ooh, whiffed. Thought you were going to show me how it's done. Looked like a miss to me. I'm surprised you could see it all. I thought everything was going dark. I don't have anything to prove, but at the same time, I very much have something to prove. Time to use this grenade to shut Jack up. Play the grenade card to increase my combat. Or attack. Forget. Alright. Grenade is armed and ready for me to play my attack card. Let's blow these guys sky high. Okay. So we're going to roll 3 dice. What are the chances we get enough to kill this thing? Is it pre-programmed? Probably. There we go. Kind of missing a die there. Well, that certainly did it. And look, the airship Havilah is here, right on time. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's what I'm going with. Grab a rope. We're going skyside. Okay, we got 10 coins. Well, you see, Rent was due yesterday and... Here, I've got some crowns with me. Yes! Shopping spree! You can now access the shop. Click it! Click it! Click it! Click it! Alright. So many cards, so little money. Buying cards cost crowns and will need to complete missions to earn more. What I really need is Scout Ahead. Buy it now. I want to play as this person. Okay, so we got cards for all the characters. I'm spoiling everything here. Now we know what all the characters are. Okay, so we want Scout Ahead. Reveal the top 3 cards of the deck and put them back in any order. Exhaust. Okay. Nothing beats that new card smell. We're out of money, so I guess we can leave the shop. Stingy. What if I wanted to buy something for old Lucky Jack here? Makes me sad. Okay, so we got requires tutorial completion, requires scrap and go rank 2. Interesting. All right, let's jump out. Ready to go? Almost. Let me just get this new card equipped. You can now access the equip screen. It's less exciting than the shop, but let's go. Scout Ahead is an ability card. Abilities can be equipped in this screen and then used surface side. On the left, you can choose the actively displayed character. In the window, you'll see all the cards that character owns. On the right is a list of all the cards that character has equipped. Go ahead and choose my portrait, then drag Scout Ahead from the inventory on the left to the empty ability slot on the right. All right, so we'll grab her, Scout Ahead. Okay, let's jump back to Jack so we can jump back down. Okay. Ready to rock? Hell yeah. I've got something that'll help us find Lena and Buster. Then let's jump. Click play to open the map screen to choose a target drop point. Right now, the Havala, or Havala, Havala. I'm going to go with Havala. Havala only has access to the waste. We'll need to clear her a path if we want to jump anywhere else. Click tutorial on the right and we'll jump back down to find the others. Okay, so the waste are in arid plains home to small groups of scavs and the occasional smaller bot. Recommended level 1. Is this thing... I'm looking for an image of our transport. I really hope this is not it because it doesn't even have wheels. Okay, we can't go anywhere else. Let's go tutorial. Back in the waste, Andrea and Lucky Jack set out to find their lost friends. Okay, Skylight is armed. We've got 3 days before pickup. What's the plan to find Lena and Buster? I brought a friend. His name is Wide Eye. Don't ask. Like the med goop dispenser, ability cards aren't discarded when played. Scout Ahead can be used at camp, and it has the keyword exhaust, which means it can only be used once per day. Go ahead and play it. All right, so we're going to switch over to her. And we've got our Scout Ahead ability. Okay, Scout Ahead reveals the top 3 cards of the deck and lets you put them back in any order. Look, it's Lena. Put her first, then the 2 bots for after we find her. Okay, so we'll go here. And these are the same, so we'll leave them like that. Click confirm to put the cards back on the deck in this order. Lena, dead ahead. Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's break camp. Characters can explore together or separately. I'm not eager to let Andrea out of my sights again, so let's explore together. On the right side of the screen is where we form parties to indicate how we plan to group up and in what order. Drag my portrait from the left side to box number 1 on the right. Okay. When you add a character to a party, another space opens up in the same party for another character. Add me to party number 1, just like Jack, by dragging my portrait from the left to the right. Okay. Gosh, you're slow. I thought you said Lena was right around the corner. She is, but come on. I usually get 4 card draw, but because I'm stuck with you, I've got a measly 2. You'll manage. When we explore together, we form a party. Parties get card draw equal to the lowest speed of any of its members. So I guess I'm just stuck with Slowpoke here. Hey, didn't you craft some treads the last time we were down here? Pieces of junk. They're good for surface side, but rarely survive the journey home. Crafted gear only lasts for a single session. Remember, you have to craft your gear every time you play. Okay. Ouch. Big Mama, you don't look so good. There's something out here. It's huge. It's terrifying even the scavs. Sounds like fun. Jack, she's bleeding everywhere. This doesn't seem like fun. I think I can make it back to camp. I'll meet you there. We still need to find Buster. Lead the way. Just remember, my scout ahead ability saw that the next card is a bot. All right. This thing is wild. The ambush keyword means that a monster takes an action as soon as it's drawn. This one gained extra health the moment we saw it. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna matter. Let's go. Oh, can I not? Oh, duh. Andrea goes first because she's the fastest. I don't get to just pick who goes. Which makes sense because if you play this with friends, you know, kind of need like a turn order established. All right, so we got ourselves some scrap. We are out of draws, so we're gonna end turn. Good to have you back, Big Mama. If it's all the same to you, I'll skip the pleasantries until I've had a nap. Injuries can be healed by resting at camp. Assign my portrait to the campfire space to indicate I'll be staying behind. Okay. Don't forget to smash any robots you have at camp. Let's crack open that crackler we just fought. Okay. So give it to her. And we'll go to gear. Smash it. Get scrap. Okay, so we're at camp, so we just get it. Okay, so then we have our nice. Let's close out the gear menu and figure out our strategy for tomorrow. Oh, okay, these cost way more than they did before. Okay. But we do have options for a makeshift weapon and some treads. Looks like my Scout Ahead card is operational again. Let's use Scout Ahead to see what we'll be up against. Okay. Scavs incoming. Let's set them up first for Jack. He'll love it. Leave the scrap for last, and I'll come through and pick it up later. Okay, so we're going to split the party here. Gotcha. All right, we don't have a lot of time before the pickup. We need to cover more ground. Let's split up. Jack, you're first. I saw some nasties out there looking for trouble. To form separate parties, drag us to different rows on the right. Assign me to the first party here. Okay, so we're going to go here. Now me. Since we're splitting up this time, put me in the second party. Hit ready when everyone is assigned. Okay. Parties take turns in the order they're assigned at camp. Andrea said there might be some monsters out here, and how could I say no to some killing? All right, so we're going to go here. Let's get our attack on. Okay, that's injure target all. Gotcha. Okay, so we go through all of Jack's stuff first, it looks like. What? Critical failure. Kind of sucks. At 2 injuries, my combat is halved. Only 1 die left. Better make it count. Got him. Dragging bots around is one thing, but if I haul those corpses to camp, someone's bound to ask questions. Better to just loot the bodies here. I'll have to figure out what to do with this bit once I'm back at camp. Let's keep going, because I don't know the meaning of self-restraint. Alright, so add +1 attack to your attack card. +1 combat. Alright. Uh-oh. Three and I'm out. When a character's KO'd, they're immediately kicked from combat and can't do anything until they spend a full night at camp. Alright. So now we're over to Andrea. 40 scrap. 10 scrap. Scorched Ray. Ew, this body is melting. Oh, but look. His skin ooze is covering some good parts. Scorched Scav. You find a body half buried in the ground. It looks like it's been cooked. Not slow cooked by the desert, like your aunt's steamed ham. It's like someone or something set a flamethrower to him. You manage to scavenge 20 scrap before moving on. If Andrea is in the party, she also finds a something. Whatever this is. Components. Okay. And then that looks like a random coding string that got missed. Okay. There we go. We got our component. Cool. All right. We got a scav party. Let's go. See if you do better than old Jack. Ooh. Ouch, ouch, ouch. These scavs are going to hurt me every turn they take. I need to take them down fast. Andrea is in trouble, but I can help even from camp. Switch to my hand. Backup singer is my special ability. I can give anyone besides myself +2 for their next roll, even when it's not my turn. Hover over it to take a look. Okay, so it has the keyword remote, which says this card can be used even when it's not your turn. Drag backup singer onto Andrea's portrait to use it on her. Where is that music coming from? Big Mama, is that you? I feel so inspired. No, wait. I feel so violent. Now it's an even fight. Play my attack card to beat up these stinkers. Sorry, I gotta switch back. Dang. We got all the scrap. Any sign of Buster? No, but you know he likes to set up a vantage for days at a time. I'm sure we'll find him soon. If you don't mind, I still have a few things I'd like to take care of before sunrise. First, it's important to note I'm best with an audience. Right-click on my portrait to see why. Each of us has a character sheet tucked away back there. Here you can see more details about our combat and speed, and any extra abilities we might have. Statuses, ability effects, and gear all show up in this sheet. It's a list of all the things impacting each character in one handy place. I'm naturally gifted to shine in the spotlight. Hover over the crown icon on my character sheet to see why. Okay. Well, there wasn't a crown icon, but that's okay. So this says +1 combat for every other party member. Oh, okay. Right-click my portrait again to close the character sheet, and let's finish our camp preparations. Oof. I think I cracked. I think my ribs are cracked. And my pride. KO'd characters must stay at camp to heal their injuries. Additionally, they can't use any cards while they heal, including that busted bit that Jack found. Oh, okay. Only 1 day left. You two better find Buster soon. My ability card is recharged and ready for use. Scout Ahead is available every time I return to camp. Use it now to try to find Buster. Hey, we found him. What the? What's everyone running from? Let's set up Buster so we can find him first. Are they running from this creepy looking thing in the background? Alright, hopefully we can grab him before he's trampled by scavs. Click confirm to set the order of the deck. Buster's out there, but something else is too. It's got a ton of scavs spooked. Let's stick together, child. Jack, will you be okay resting here by yourself? Never better. That's a lie. I can think of a few times I was better than this. After a good night's rest, I'm ready to fight. Assign me and Andrea to the first party and Jack to camp. Alright, let's go. I found our target, but we're not ready. Let's get Skyside and we can regroup. Not ready? I'm always ready. Let's go. Not today, kid. Just run. So we can't just in-turn whenever we want. Looks like maybe we have to use all of our card draws. Out of my way! It's gonna fry us all. We're gonna get trampled if we don't fight back. Then it's time to rock and roll. The summon keyword on a monster is a way for additional monsters to join the fight. We're dealing with 2 now. The top bar shows the turn order for everyone in combat. Summon monsters join the round after they're summoned, so we've got a small window to attack. Use the arrows to the left and right of the scavs to cycle through them and choose a target. Hey look, the terrified one's got a bigger bat. Monster actions are listed on their card. The one meeple here means they'll only attack one of us, but 4 means they'll hit us all. Okay, so we could scroll through here. And then it looks like we have a round here where this one's going to attack. Right? Yeah. But then we'll have another round where this one will attack. So, I mean, with 1 health apiece, I think we just take down this one. And, of course, we whiffed. I like her attack animation. Alright, let's go again. You know what? Tired of you whiffing. Let's go, Lena. Alright, we got the one we needed. That's all that mattered. Alright. There's a behemoth out here in the waste. Huge flamethrower. Battery-powered repair system. We need to gear up. How much longer on the skylight? Your timing is impeccable, Buster. The Havala should be here tomorrow for our pickup. Those scavs seemed out of their mind to get away from that behemoth. We're going to have to beat them back to keep them from climbing aboard. Promise? Before we fight, I wanted to use that busted bit I found earlier. Bits are upgrades to our attack cards and can be played at camp to gain an upgrade that lasts as long as we're surface side. They can only be obtained from monsters, so don't avoid combat if you're looking for them. And multiples of the same kind don't stack. Go ahead and play the bit. Okay. Mods applied to my attacks can be seen directly on the attack card. Try to upgrade everyone's attack cards during each mission. Okay. Make your final preparations now and hit boss when you're ready. Okay, so we got the +1 there. We're back at camp. So let's go ahead and scout ahead. Let me scout ahead. Okay, fine. Fine. I won't tutorial. I won't scout ahead. Let's take a look. Does he have anything special? -1 speed for every other party member. Okay. Gain a stack for each resource card you draw and receive an additional card every 3 stacks. Drawing any other kind of card ends the streak. Max 15 stacks. So you try to combo that with Scout Ahead, stuff like that, I'm guessing. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like we can party up, and it doesn't look like we can use Scout Ahead. So let's go to the boss. Here they come. We got this, no sweat. Some monsters have several actions listed on their card. They take them in order, and the lit up one is what they'll do next. Alright, let's get rid of all these. Okay, so oddly enough, Jack is going first. Come on, Jack. You can do better than that. Nothing really to do except roll attack cards at the moment. Oh my goodness. Lena, you let me down. Nice. Okay, so Buster took the injury. I hope there's ways to like modify rolls or change dice values and that kind of stuff. Usually in these kind of games, there's ways to not modify, but to kind of like negate some of the RNG that you get from the dice rolls. All right, one more damage. I'm counting on you this time. Don't you get a 4 dice whiff on me again. Where was that earlier? Airship is here. Everyone up. Goodbye, new friends. Be back soon. Stop provoking them, please. All right, at the end of a session, we're awarded XP as a team. You can divide it up however you'd like, or use auto-assign to make it easier. Okay. Oh, okay, so we have 100. It's only showing me the 2 characters. I wonder if that's because we came in with these characters. It's probably because we came in with these characters. Just gonna level up Jack. Alright. If Buster's scared, we ought to gear up. And we better learn from our failures. We've got some crowns saved up to spend on some new abilities and gear. I want one of everything. Head to the store and let's buy some stuff. I've got an ability and Lena does too, but let's get one for Jack and Buster. And while we're here, grab some gear blueprints for each of us too. Alright, so it looks like we're just going to have the one ability. Brace for impact. Okay. Let's buy that. Let's go over to Buster. And we're going to get Overwatch. Okay, and then we're also going to get some gear blueprints. Okay. Legs a skeleton. Take no penalty from your first injury. Magnetic coil. +1 combat for every 2 draws remaining. Got gain a +2 bomb whenever you get 5 stacks of grab and go. Take no injury when escaping combat. You and your party mate gain +2 attack for the day when in a party of 2. -1 health to all monsters when you join combat. So that's pretty cool. +2 and +2 combat, -1 speed, and improve all rolls of 2 to 3. Let's go. I liked this one. The treble amplifier. Let's buy that. All right, we're broke. As we progress, more stock will be added to the store. It's good to check back often. Before we depart, let's head to the loadout to equip those abilities. From here, we can also see progress towards gaining a level in the center of the screen. We each need a combination of experience and accomplishments to level, so make sure you know your goals each time you jump. Don't forget to equip the new abilities you just purchased. Okay, so we're going to do brace for impact. Over here, we're good with scout ahead. We've got backup singer. Let's get Overwatch in there. And should be good. It looks like we are... Okay, so kill the behemoth. Okay. So we need XP and we need to kill the behemoth. Enough prepping. I want to punch a robot. When you're ready, hit play to jump down to the surface. All right, let's go. It's time to play for keeps. On the right side of the screen, you can cycle between various options to play online. If you need backup, click Find a Group to matchmake with other players. Or scroll over to create custom game and make your own session. Or click on Join Custom Game to view a list of open game sessions. You could also replay the last tutorial mission from here if you ever need a refresher. We recommend creating a custom game and inviting your friends to join. Okay, so if I do dive now, create custom game, join custom game, tutorial. Okay, so it looks like from here we're going to kick off into, we're done with the tutorial and we're going to kick off into the main game. So let's take a second and we're going to end this video here, but I'm going to offer some commentary on the various things that we saw throughout this video. So first off, let's start with my thoughts. I like the game so far. From what I've seen, I think the game has a lot of potential. I think this is going to be a pretty fun game to play with friends, and there actually aren't a lot of these kind of adventure-y, strategic, especially card game style games that are out there that you can play with your friends. There's one in particular I could think of that's coming up this year that I'm super excited about, which is called Hell Card. And I played that with some of my friends and we really enjoyed that. I think we would also really enjoy this. I do really like the Borderlands theme. I like the kind of sense of humor that's in here. It's got that kind of like Borderlands vibe to it as well. Those are pretty obvious comparisons that I think are going to be drawn, but you know, that's how it is. So, I mean, overall, I am liking the game so far. As for you, whether I think you should back the Kickstarter, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see what the Kickstarter is and, you know, what's all involved, what the pledge value is, all that kind of good stuff. But I think regardless of whether you back the Kickstarter or not, this is definitely going to be a game to keep an eye on throughout the coming year. commentary for the developers. Well, first off, thanks for allowing me to check out this game, and I will be doing another video where we can go off and get outside of the tutorial and check things out, so I'll provide some feedback there as well. But initially, I think for the most part, there's a lot of stuff here that is just done really well. There's a few things that I think are mostly quality of life upgrades, but I imagine a lot of those are already on the developer's radar because this is an early access build, and they're doing the Kickstarter to make more progress on the game. Obviously, there's a lot of temporary art, and I think some of the art quality, maybe like the resolution, could be improved just a little bit. Some of the artwork looks a little fuzzy in some places, but that could be just a simple resolution or texture issue. I think you should be able to we'll have to see. I don't want to judge like too harshly here, but if we go into like the store, I think the visibility on the store options is, I guess I can go in here and go like hide locked, and these filters help a lot with seeing what's available in the store. I left them, open, which I probably shouldn't have done, and kind of missed initially that I had some cards available here, but that's not that big of a deal. Like I said, down here, these filters, I could have just done that, and I could instantly see, what stuff's actually available to me. There are a few things that I know, like, you get used to the symbols here, but I think anything that's a symbol, you should be able to hover over it wherever it's at. Like, I should be able to hover here and go, oh, it's combat and stuff like that. But a lot of this stuff is just quality of life, I think, for the most part. So I don't have a lot of initial feedback here for this video. In the next video that I do, when I go out and actually fight the behemoth and do some more progression beyond there, I'm going to take the time while I'm playing to directly give feedback. Here, I knew we were dealing with a tutorial, so I wanted to make sure that we jumped in and we got through the tutorial and showed the core gameplay. So the next video will be a more in-depth playthrough with feedback given at the time that I think of it. So yeah, that is Wastenauts. I actually, like I said, I do really enjoy this. You guys can check out the link to the Kickstarter below. It's currently a coming soon page, at least until March 23rd, when the Kickstarter actually does kick off. So definitely check that out if you liked the game and you enjoyed it. Also, if you are one of my Patreon subscribers and you're interested in playing this game with me, I do have a couple of extra keys, so please reach out to me and let me know. I would love to do a cooperative gameplay session just to get a feel for how that works and possibly do a video, so be sure to let me know what you think. All right, so those are my thoughts. As you know, let me know what you think of Wastenauts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. If you're new here, don't forget we're on the road to 250 subscribers, so smash that subscribe button for more great indie games videos here on the channel. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back to check out another video. Hope you guys are enjoying whatever indie games you are playing, and I hope this video has helped you discover a new upcoming game here to keep an eye on. Thank you, as always, for being here, and I'll see you on the next video.